You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Friday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
I'm going to that System of a Down concert at the brand new Rogers Stadium tonight.
Did you buy brand new binoculars to be able to see from your seats?
I
or?
upgraded my tickets, actually.
Oh, okay. So, listen, ever since Brock bought these seats, he's been talking about how he's like 5 city blocks away from the stage.
If
where
you
he's
haven't
sitting.
seen the new Rogers Stadium, it's got like those scaffolding seats or whatever.
Yeah.
And when I bought them on Ticketmaster, they do that stupid dynamic pricing. Like every ticket was like $300, $200
Crazy
or whatever.
prices.
And then it was like $70 tickets. I was like, screw it, buy. And then as soon as the stadium opened, I looked at like the view from my seat website, and we were the second last row, way at the back of the stadium, and legit, it looks like 5 kilometers away, and I'm just like, oh man, no way. But I guess they've got these, I got an email that said like, would you like to upgrade your seats to the fan suite?
Okay.
And for an extra $100
each?
yeah.
Okay.
So an extra $200 on
Sure.
top. I got to upgrade. We're like closer to the stage.
Nice.
We're down low. Apparently you get free snacks and stuff.
Ooh.
You've got a private bar. You've got your own bathroom. So all the things that people are complaining about the stadium, of the long waits for the bathroom, the
Right.
long waits for the bar, don't have to worry about that. Don't
Very
have to worry
nice.
about these shaky scaffolding stadium seats anymore. So
That's awesome. Congratulations, man.
yeah.
I'm pumped for
And you know me, I don't like splurging on anything. But
No, this is a man who famously on this show once admitted that he wouldn't spring $25 for a boys' ski trip so that you could each have your own room.
I know Courtney was surprised, and I was like, I couldn't do it. I can't
You're
watch.
so far away.
I can't watch one of my favorite bands from like a town away.
They
like-
were such bad seats. You're basically, when you're that far away, and I'm sorry to ruin it, like I know it's Rogers Stadium and we're probably supposed to cheerlead the thing, but the people who are sitting where you were sitting or anything, you might as well be listening on the radio. That's how far the sound has to travel to
Well,
get to you.
I even just thought about dumb things where I'm like, we're the 34th out of 35 rows at
Yeah.
this stadium. The shaking aside, I want to grab another beer.
That's a hike.
I gotta walk
That's
all the
a
way
hike.
through all this crap.
They don't have the ice cold beer guy out there for the people up in the 34th row?
I don't think so. If you've been on TikTok, people keep posting about this stadium, what a nightmare it is to get up there.
Yeah.
It was the little things that was pissing me off, and I was like, you know what? For an extra $200, I can be up close. I don't gotta go anywhere. I was like, you know what? Treat yourself.
Well, absolutely. And the good news is you'll enjoy the show, which will put you in a better mood for the hour and a half it'll take you to get out of there when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
Or I think we're maybe not supposed to talk about that part either.
I know. I'm trying to walk a fine line on chirping the stadium because it's got the company that we work for's name attached to
I
it.
will say, Boss Jackie went to Oasis at that venue and said that it was a great show.
Everybody says that the concert experience is great.
Yeah.
It's a lot of the other stuff around it that is not
you
so
got
great.
a lot of time to really reflect on the show that you just saw while you're waiting for a TTC train at some point.
I mean, it is fitting to spend a lot of time waiting to leave a concert, considering it used to be an airport.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Yesterday, it was announced that there is a Call of Duty movie in the works. Apparently, Steven Spielberg pushed very hard to get this made.
Yeah, the only reason that Steven friggin' Spielberg is not going to be directing the Call of Duty movie was Activision, the company that makes the game, was worried because he wanted like too much creative control or something like that, so they sold it to Paramount.
But if you think about it, there's been so many Call of Duty games. There's different ways that they can go with like World War I, World War II, Modern Warfare, Black Ops. Even just a zombies movie would be pretty sick.
Dude, a Cold War-based Black Ops Zombies Call of Duty movie would take all the money out of my bank account. I would watch it immediately.
Oh, tons of people are just going to go see this just to even check out what it is. Although, I wonder how much of the movie will be like the game. I kind of would like to see if they gave the Call of Duty movie a little bit of the Barbie treatment where they made it like outside of the characters itself, more of like the real life of how people handle it.
Yeah.
Like imagine throughout the Call of Duty movie, there's just a bunch of 12-year-olds screaming slurs the entire time.
Saying the most horrific, awful things you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
And for some reason, their voices all sound like they're talking through a 1967 telephone.
Or even if it's like to sign up for war, it's people who thought they were playing the video game.
That's how they get conscripted. They're taking the best players from the consoles and the PCs and putting them to war.
They have like a prequel movie of people who play college football 26 and they get signed on for Team Army and then they lead into the Call of Duty movie.
We've been tracking your scores online and America needs you.
You have to buy like microtransactions every 20 minutes to finish the movie.
Dude, guys out in the trenches fighting a war and is like, I'm out of bullets. And someone comes by and offers to sell him some.
All I'm saying is they better have dudes teabagging each other in the Call of Duty movie.
Maybe not super obvious, like right on, but like in the background of the big war scenes.
Yeah.
You just see somebody dipping in the back, like, got him.
A literal Easter egg for you there.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What video game do you think would make a sick movie?
Earthworm Jim.
Oh my God.
What's Earthworm Jim?
Oh, you child.
Oh my. From Sega Genesis. You know what that is?
I know what that is. What's the game?
It was what poor kids had instead of a Super Nintendo.
Yeah. Earthworm Jim was a great Sega game. I don't know if I ever made it past the second level.
Dude, so yeah, basically you were a worm in a spacesuit. And like,
Yeah.
I can't remember why, but you were a sentient talking worm that had the body of an astronaut spacesuit. And your main weapon was that the suit would grab the worm and whip people like a whip.
Yeah.
You know what you could do? You could make a pretty sick movie where this Earthworm Jim is like fighting against fishermen.
Yeah, that would probably sell.
Him just strangling out fishermen trying to take down his family.
A little revenge always works.
Okay, I might have to check out this Earthworm Jim thing.
Also, just as another note, the game itself, the villain was a crow in a spacesuit named Psy-Crow, and it was voiced by the guy who voiced Winnie the Pooh in the cartoons.
Okay, no way.
Just everything about it was a fever dream.
We've got Kate on the phone. Kate, what game would make a good movie?
I think The Sims could be a really good psychological horror.
Just people living in a world wondering why they make the decisions they're making?
Yeah, or like why suddenly their house is changing. They have to go to the bathroom, but the door suddenly disappears.
I want a whole Sims movie based on the perspective of the gardener that you trap in the backyard between the bushes.
Imagine the scary music hits in that first scene where someone's in the pool and all of a sudden the ladder disappears and they're like, oh no.
Or the main character wonders why no one will let them go to the bathroom and they keep pissing themselves.
Yeah, and then they realize, oh, it's a game, but I don't know how it would end. But either way, it could be really funny.
It could be. Some people going with some old school ones here. Someone said Tetris on there, which I feel like they made an origin movie of Tetris, but an actual Tetris movie would just be about a bunch of movers.
Oh, they had the documentary of like how the game came to be, but you're right, like having people running a moving company and then one day mysteriously they pack the van too well and everything disappears.
Where someone texted in and said, what about Pac-Man, a movie about a guy who has a massive pill problem?
I mean, if you want to go that way, fair. If it's going to have the actual Pac-Man character, all I can think of is that god-awful Adam Sandler movie Pixels, and it just...
I do like the idea of a guy that's got like a massive drug problem, and then he's dealing with all his ghosts, and then he's trying to eat all his fruits at the same time.
Waka, 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 waka.
And then he starts dating a girl who just enables him.
He keeps giving him cherries for some reason.
It's basically Sid and Nancy is all it is.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Like literally Clarkson's Farm is farming simulator. People that don't know how to farm at all attempting to do it.
I don't know what's wilder, that there's a movie about farming or shows about farming or a video game where you just farm.
It's wild.
Even if there was like a Farmville movie.
You'd really have to put in a character, though, that just like was constantly harassing the other citizens to really get across the vibe of having to turn down 67 Farmville invites a day.
Yeah.
Or be a very slow movie where you're waiting 6 days for a friend to give you some tomatoes.
It's a Netflix limited series that is very long and drawn out.
The episodes come out once a week, but you can pay a fee to get them earlier.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. Is it real? Is it fake? Do we even care? Let's find out.
All right, yesterday I learned that Kiss was originally called Wicked Lester. which thank God they changed that band name. So I want to do a real or fake original band names, the name a band had before they got big.
So these are real bands, and some of their first names are actual real things, but others are made up by you and the texters.
Correct.
Okay.
First one here is One-Eyed Trouser is what the Trews were originally called.
Yeah, it is the Trews. I've definitely heard that one before.
Yes, they actually shortened it to Trouser and then had legal disputes with a Scottish band.
They found out there was already a trouser and had to go through the process of becoming the Trews.
Did you know that Limp Bizkit was originally called Furious Fred and the Jury Duty?
The only reason I think it's fake is because I feel like I would have heard that before. So I'm gonna say fake.
That is fake. Someone
God,
texted
it's
that one in.
believable though, right? Like if you showed me one photoshopped album cover, I'm buying it.
Next one here is Creed was originally known as Naked Toddler.
Can't imagine why they'd have to change that.
Real or fake?
You know what? I kind of think I've heard that before. Is it real?
That is real.
Yeah.
The guitarist was quoted as saying, "The name was poorly received by audiences, especially women. It was very tough to pick up girls after a concert when your band is called Naked Toddler."
Yeah, you can't walk out on stage and be like, "We are Naked Toddler."
Did you know that Puddle of Mud was originally called Brown Pudding? Real or fake?
Please be fake.
That is fake.
That's so gross.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers were originally called Tony, Flo, and the Miraculously Majestic Masters of Mayhem.
I feel like you have told me this while drunk before. That's true.
That is true. It's one of my
feel
favorite
like
things.
we've been at a bar taking drinks and you've been like, "Hey, did you know?"
It's one of my favorite random facts about the band. When you hear stories about them being on drugs, you're like, you don't say.
You
eh?
couldn't tell. There were no signs.
All right, final one here.
'Kay.
The Goo Goo Dolls began as the Sex Maggots before becoming the Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh. First of all, shout out to the Goo Goo Dolls. What have they been up to? Iris was a banger.
The Sex Maggots, real or fake?
I'll say real. Yeah.
Would that not be crazy if the same band that was like, "I'd give up forever," touch?
Did you hear the song from the City of Angels soundtrack by the Sex Maggots? Real tearjerker.
Hey, babe, before we get hot and heavy, let me put on a little Sex Maggots for you here. After we listen to Naked Toddler.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we've got $100 in Lotto Max tickets, and today we are going to play. We're going to have 3 callers on the line here, and whoever can lick it up the best wins.
This is a real contest thought up by real broadcast professionals where we ask you to show us what that tongue do.
Yes.
Or I guess hear us what that tongue do.
Whatever you want to do to lick it up. It could be whatever you want to do. We got 3 callers on the line here. If you are not one of our 3 lickers, that does mean you are a judge this morning. 762-555.
This whole thing is just an excuse so Brock can do tongue noises on the air himself. That's all. You're way too good at that.
All right, let's start on line 1 with licker number 1 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, it's John. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing good, John. You understand how the game works?
Well, I was trying to get through, so maybe remind me.
Okay, well, the game is Lick It Up, and we need you to make licking sounds.
All right, I can do that.
All right, John.
All right, here we go. Take it away.
It's interesting because it started Scatman and then became Arnold Schwarzenegger.
A mix
somewhere.
of the kid from the Wild Thornberries in there as well, too. All right, stay on hold. That's liquor number 1. Let's go to liquor number 2. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Gabby Cammy.
Gabby Cammy. All right, you understand how the game works?
I do.
All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Technique is crazy.
It kind of had like a turkey gobble vibe.
Yeah. No pace at all. All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
All right, stay on hold, Cabby Cammy. We go to liquor number 3 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hey guys, it's Chris.
Chris, what do you think of your fellow lickers this morning?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, eh?
It's a wild question to ask.
All right, let's see if you can steal this thing. Take it away, Chris. That hurt the ears.
That got at least 2 lobes of my brain through my headphones.
All right, hang on. Let's weigh out the options here. 762-555. Who do you think should win? Liquor 1, Liquor 2, or Liquor 3?
So we had John, who did the sort of scat man, wild Thornberries, as you said.
Yeah.
We had Cabby Cammy, who sounded like a turkey at some sort of EDM concert.
Straight tongue to the pedal, yeah.
And then we had Chris, who went for the slurping, let's say soup method of tongue movement.
I mean, he seemed like he put the most actual effort into it.
I mean, it seemed like he would be the kind of person who would care about, anybody else who happened to be around.
Yeah.
While he was doing the licking.
Mm-hmm.
I also really liked Cabby Cammy, though. It was good energy.
The people are speaking for liquor number 3, Chris.
All right, Chris, that's it then.
All right, Chris, are you there?
I'm still here, guys.
All right, you made us cringe and everybody else. You get the ding and the round of applause, my
Everybody
man.
this morning.
If you happen to win the big jackpot tonight, got some nickels and dimes for the fellas and promise you'll never do that in person?
You 10-4 boys.
Not
10-4.
without consent, anyway.
All right, buddy. Do us a favor and stay on hold, all right? So.
Crazy to think that Chris just won $100 in lottery tickets that could equate to tonight's jackpot of $50 million. Imagine being able to say that your tongue work got you $50 mil.
How'd you come into all this money?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What a great day to be alive, baby. The Dallas Cowboys are 0-1 to start the NFL season.
That's so petty, dude. I'm here for it, though. Screw them, boys.
This might be my last chance this season as a Pittsburgh Steelers fan to look down on another team, all right? So I'm taking it while I can.
Take it in stride, baby.
There's just something about the Cowboys, man, that it feels good when they lose.
Dare I say it, speaking as a Leafs fan, one of the most annoying fan bases in all of sports.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah, how about them Cowboys? After game 1, it was fun to watch football again, I will say. I don't know how I felt about watching the Eagles and the Cowboys. Like, to me, the best thing that could happen is the end result of an Eagles-Cowboys game is, do you remember that third Christopher Nolan Batman movie where Bane showed up and the stadium sort of imploded?
Yeah.
Like, that's probably, like, the best outcome. But the second best is the Cowboys losing the game on a field goal.
I'd agree.
In the third quarter, man.
I'd agree with that.
You brought up the comparison, though. Who do you think is harder to beat? And again, maybe you're biased because you're on one side. Cowboy fan or Leafs fan? Who's got it worse?
Oh, 100% being a Leafs fan.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Because here's the thing, is you have gone through literal decades of hardship, but I don't know that the entire league is preying on your downfall.
Everybody's praying. We are the Leafs and the Cowboys. They're like the Venn diagram, and they meet in the middle of people just hating them. And the Cowboys have gone, 30 years since winning a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Dude, it's been 48 years for the Leafs. It's been 48 years.
That's all? Good for them.
That's insane. It's an insane question to ask. Who's got it worse? Leafs fans, 100%.
I see. Here's the thing, and I'm not saying this as a knock on the sport of hockey. We are both hockey fans. We both love professional hockey, but football's bigger. There are more haters of the Dallas Cowboys than there are of the Toronto Maple Leafs.
In the States, sure, but in our great country of Canada, everybody hates the Leafs unless you're even Leafs fans hate the Leafs.
I was going to say, I don't know what this unless part is.
Nobody hates the Leafs more than a Leafs fan, honestly.
I have never heard anybody speak as negatively about the Toronto Maple Leafs as you, my good Toronto Maple Leaf loving friend.
Yeah.
You will say way meaner things about the team than I do, and I make fun of them professionally.
Yeah, being a Cowboys fan, I mean, sure, whatever. Oh, God, you guys have only made the playoffs 2 times in the past 10 years. Been there.
Yeah.
I've been there, brother.
Well, the good news is you've still got 30 days before things start to get real for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that's like 4 Cowboys games where you can enjoy being on the positive side of the equation for a change.
Yeah, at least your dad came back for a few days in the 90s there.
Let me ask you that. Realistically, which team breaks the drought first? The Dallas Cowboys or the Toronto Maple Leafs?
I mean, I hope it's us.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
According to a new study, apparently using the phone in the bathroom is making a huge rise in hemorrhoids in 2025, which makes sense. I mean, the longer you sit down on the toilet, the bigger risk you have of getting a hemorrhoid, and more people are just sitting and scrolling in the bathroom.
That's the thing, is like the bathroom has become sort of this place where people can go to escape, to get away from their family or their responsibilities.
But I will say the bathroom has always been that place.
Yeah, that's true.
Even before phones, you got to think about it. It was newspapers or magazines, right?
But the thing is like, even I grew up in a house where there was always a Reader's Digest in the bathroom. Like my parents, that's where they kept it. A Reader's Digest has a start and a finish. There's only so long you can be in there. But, brother, TikTok never ends.
That is true.
I can be in here until the world ends if I need to.
It is weird to think, like, pre-phone that, like, People magazine or even, like, Archie comics were responsible for so many hemorrhoids.
I mean, listen, sometimes it was just reading the back of the shampoo bottle.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, I don't understand what happened to my bottom.
Sometimes it was like, Mommy and Daddy are fighting, and this is the safe place.
This is where I'm going to be for the next little while. Hemorrhoids be damned.
Some parents caused hemorrhoids.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast. K-Rock's What the Bleep with the Trues.
All right, we have got $1,600 on the line for What the Bleep this morning, and we've got Colin on the phone. Colin, happy Friday. How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing good. $1,600. What would that do for your Friday here if you won?
Oh, good question. I don't know. It would be a good Friday. Good weekend.
Now, would you take any solace from the idea of adding $100 for someone else to win next week?
You know, if I win, that doesn't sound like a half bad idea. Why not?
All right, my guy. Here's the clip.
Hey, this is John Angus McDonald from the Trues. The one thing I never get tired of playing is...
Have you put much thought into your answer?
I've put a little bit of thought, yes.
Have you seen all the wrong answers on the Seeker app?
Seen them, no. Heard a couple of them, yes.
Colin, you know it's not games, right?
1,000% I know it's not gay.
All right, cool.
All right,
Good
one more
stuff.
time, Colin.
Hey, this is John Angus McDonald from the Trues. The one thing I never get tired of playing is...
For $1,600, what is your answer?
Well, I just retired from the CAF, and I think I'm going to stay with the military thought process and go with this song, Highway of Heroes.
Oh, that's our first guess of someone saying they never get tired of playing one of their songs.
All right, you going to lock that in?
I'm locking it in.
All right, let's see. Unfortunately, you do not win, but you did bring the jackpot up to $1,700 now.
Right on. It was worth a shot.
Oh, absolutely. And I think it probably should be stated that I'm sure John Angus McDonald doesn't get tired of playing that tribute to our military, just to make sure that that's out of the way.
Thank you for bringing the jackpot up to $1,700, and thanks for your service, brother.
Right on. Thanks. Have a good weekend.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Foo Fighters are supposed to make a big announcement. They posted on their social media yesterday a photo of what looks like the whole band in a circle with an extra pair of feet in there. So a lot of people are suspecting the actual drummer announcement since Josh Freese got released from the band. There was the rumor that the guy from 9 Inch Nails was going to be in there, but that was never 100% confirmed. But then again, there's also a part of me that is like, what if the big announcement that they were teasing is that Dave Grohl got another lady knocked up?
Imagine. The Foo Fighters couldn't come back from it. That might be the only thing that could knock off the Foo Fighters these days.
Or the big announcement, he's like, I'm not the father of that kid.
Dude, the full reversal of the previous scandal would also be crazy.
Yeah, because it's like subscribe to our newsletter to be the first to hear it.
Right.
You get the email, you click it, and it's Maury, and he's like, he's not the father.
Dude, that poor kid would be scarred for life.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Ed's word of the day.
Let's see what he's got.
Good morning. Happy Friday. Yeah, today's word is moribund. Yeah, moribund. Moribund, I guess. It's moribund. Moribund. And it's in a state of inactivity or obsolescence. That's like I am after smoking a big kegger. Anyways, that's just about other. Have a great one. Cheers.
Moribund?
Yeah, it has a couple definitions. That is one of them, where basically it's just something that's like, you know, if you've got old floppy disks from like back in the 90s for computers, like those are moribund. Like they're obsolete. They mean nothing anymore.
Yeah.
But it also just means like you're dying.
Oh, okay.
You're almost dead.
Oh, so when you're hungover, you're moribund.
When you wake up after a hard night of tequila, you are moribund.
You know how like lots of kids these days like to go dead. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah. Oh, like if someone tells a joke like, "Oh my god, I'm dead."
Oh, dude, I'm gonna drop that this weekend and be like, "Oh, moribund."
Yeah, or if somebody says something and you like agree like wholeheartedly, like you say something like, "Oh man, it's so great that the Cowboys lost last night." Dude, moribund ass.
Dead ass.
Don't I sound like one of the youth?
Moribund ass. Moribund. Use it wherever you can, all right?
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the bad line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word bad to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby Podcast.